Hi everyone, it's Marco here, and today we look at Apple. Why has this stock stood the test of time, and why are investors loving it and the price keeps going up? Well, the first reason is because it is a growth stock that provides income. Yes, I'm talking about dividend. And this is one of the safest dividend plays you can possibly make. So both if you are a growth investor and if you are a dividend, one of those who really want the dividend in your stocks, well, you are in for a treat because Apple has been growing their dividend over the years, and again, it's been one of the most stable dividends that you can possibly have. So even if you are into the dividend kings, that's another set of stocks that they are paying dividend, but Apple is definitely one of the companies that pays the dividend the most, and they prioritize it as well. And if you think that you are the only one thinking that dividend is important, well, there are actually other people like Warren Buffett who actually love Apple. And actually, let me show you how important is Apple for him. And so for Warren Buffett, and this is his portfolio, by the way, he's here like looking at us. So for Warren Buffett, Apple is actually his biggest position, as you probably know if you are subscribed to this channel, and it's 5% stake in Apple. So it's a massive position, but on top of that, it's 42% of Warren Buffett's portfolio, and the main reason, the secret is, again, dividend. They pay a very safe dividend. But Warren Buffett on his own is not the main reason why you should buy Apple. The second reason is safety. And yes, if you've been subscribed, you know that Apple is one of the stocks that I recommend now. Obviously for the long run, because we are in inflationary times and that's very risky. But as I told you, safety is what we have to look at, and it's safety based on the fact that Apple doesn't have too many issues going forward. It's a market leader, and there is only one issue that the company has been struggling with, and that's what we're gonna look at right now. So this is the issues: Epic Games versus Apple. Now, this is a lawsuit that has just concluded, actually has finished, but the point being, Apple filed a countersuit, so it's not 100% finished. But what is very important to know is that basically what is Epic Game able to do is able to basically avoid the Apple system, which is a way that Apple has been using to make an awful lot of money. And so that is why it's a bit of a problem for Apple, because this is just one of the main ways Apple is making money. And so is it totally over then for Apple? Definitely not. That's why I'm telling you that it's a very good play. But obviously you need to pay attention on this story because it's developing as we speak. And so it might be 100% confirmed that Apple is unable to make revenue as they've been doing over the years. And that would be a massive blow for this company. So subscribe, because I'm gonna make videos on this, because I got a pretty big stake in Apple myself in my portfolio, and I want to make sure to not lose any money. Now, moving on to the next reason why this company is very good as a stock is because the long term of the stock price. Yes, and this is one of the big secrets of investing. Companies that have been doing well in the long run are also those who tend to do well in the future. And just to show you that, so from the inception of Apple, look at that. The trend is obviously upward. It's just going up. There's been obviously periods, bear markets, and there's always been bear markets for all stocks. 2018 was a period, let's say a few months, where the stock market crashed, and it was inflation driving the price down. So this is what we have to look at, obviously, for the future, because we know that in 2022 we're going to have high interest rates, and again, that's something, so the price of Apple might come down for the short term. But on this channel we are also looking at it for the long run. We're talking about 3 to 5 years, guaranteed that in 3 to 5 years the price will be much higher than today. And the point being, this company has been making a lot of money, and look at the trend, it just keeps going up and up. And also very, very important to notice that basically they've been beating earnings most of the time. There are just few and far between quarters where they haven't been able to beat it, but mostly you see all green, all this green that you see here, that's quarters where the earnings have been beaten. And the next reason why Apple is actually very good again is the charisma that this company has got. It has been around for a long time, but as you know, a lot of celebrities, a lot of people want to associate themselves to the brand. And obviously, you know Apple, everyone knows Apple. We know much less other brands. And for example, Samsung is probably not a great brand as it stands, but instead Apple is just running on its own, and it has its own like inner glow, as it were. And just to show you that there are lots of people who basically work with Apple, so just to show you, their website is so nice. And again, we have, for example, here in the UK, the Prince William, he is obviously associating himself and is being paid. There's probably paid a lot of money to associate himself to Fitness Plus. So this is, again, my girlfriend has got this watch and she loves it, and it's actually very good. To be honest, I'm thinking of buying it myself. But you see, this is a company that has been obviously doing very well, and it has a very strong brand, probably the strongest brand. And just to show you how much is the value of this brand, just in numbers, look at this. Most valuable brands worldwide in 2021. This is the secret, guys. Look at this. Apple is the first one. Then we have Amazon, second one. Third one, Google. Then Microsoft. Then Samsung. And then we have Walmart, Facebook, and so on. So you see, the big stocks, they all have very big brands, and they all are at the very top. And the next reason why Apple is very good is, well, when you try Apple, you don't go back. Yes, that's not really how it goes, but you know that it's very hard to move from Apple, once you try it, back to Android. It's actually very hard. And that's something that, you know, scares me a lot, because I'm not buying Apple, the iPhones and stuff like that. I buy the stock because I believe that it's a very good company. But for myself, and I'm a cheapskate, that's the deal. That's why I don't buy Apple. But for people who really like Apple, inflation is not a big deal, and that's why Apple is also inflation proof, and it's been proven in these last few days and weeks, where basically the market is totally scared of inflation, and instead Apple keeps going up, because people know that, investors know that people will just buy Apple no matter what. Even if the price goes up another $100, $200 because of cheap shortages, well, they will still buy it. That's not the problem. And also the profitability of the product, iPhone and etc., it's very high, so they can actually put up the price maybe a little bit, or maybe even take a little hit, and the company will still be incredibly profitable. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more stock analysis, and I'll see you in my next video.